and welcome to hint video number 2. This DVD will cover the construction of the wings. More specifically, this DVD will focus on the right wing just because the right wing is what I am currently working on and very close to finishing. So everything that you see will be right wing related, but obviously if you can build the right side, you can build the left. So as some of you may know, I like to change things from time to time. I like to do things a little bit differently than what may be shown on the plans, and some of that stuff will be shown on the DVD just because that's how I built my wings, so that's the only thing I can have footage of is the changes that I've made. So I'm not trying to persuade anybody to do things differently, or I'm not trying to claim that my ideas are better than what's shown on the plans. It's just how I wanted to do it. So that's what you'll be seeing from time to time on this DVD. The wings, I think, are pretty straightforward to build. I don't think they're very complicated. I'm sure you'll find the same, that they're pretty straightforward, pretty easy, but you need to be very patient. I've come across a lot of areas that had I been a little bit more in a hurry, I would have blown right by, and it would have cost me maybe a spar, or I would have had something epoxied and found out that it was in the wrong place or something, and it would have been a pretty big deal. But luckily for me, I have not had any major catastrophes. I've had a few mistakes from time to time, but very minor stuff. So I think the biggest thing right off the bat with the wings is to slow down and really pay attention and think. And I'll try to hit on a lot of those key things to watch out for, little hints and tips on how to remember, what's the left, what's the right, what's up, what's down, what's the wing tip, what's the wing root, etc., etc. So I hope that this DVD will be informative enough that it's usable for you, and hopefully by the time you get to the end of this, as I had mentioned in my rib video, hopefully if you're still awake and not completely bored at the end, you'll come away with something usable. So I'm not really sure what else to add here. I keep looking off to the side because I have my wing just off camera here, and I keep looking at it. Hopefully it will spark something for me to yap about real quick, but it's pretty straightforward. I can't think of anything right off the top of my head outstanding to yap about, so I'm going to make this short, and we'll get into building some wings. Alright, we'll talk to you very soon. Hey everybody, just wanted to say real quick again, thanks for checking out my YouTube videos, and just a couple of real quick tidbits before you leave. If you'd be so kind as to check out my GoFundMe page, the link is down in the description of these videos. For those of you who find it in your heart to donate for this new cause of mine, I've got another project going on, and there's some really cool things I'd like to do with this aircraft, and again, that's all explained in my GoFundMe. But if you find moved enough to go do that and donate, I've got this horizontal stabilizer skin, and donors will get their name put on this skin, and ultimately when this gets filled and the aircraft gets finished, this is going to be hung up on the wall of honor in my hangar. Just a little bit of recognition for those donors who helped make the project a reality. Another thing too is, I'm sure you've noticed that even this video that I'm making right now is of the same or worse quality than the video that you just watched, and that's because, believe it or not, this camera is the exact same camera that I filmed the original hint videos with. So I just wanted to point that out. I'm not really sure why, but I know the video quality lacks, but hopefully the information within is worth something. And the other thing that I wanted to mention real quick is, again, these are little snippets from my hint video DVDs, so a lot of these individual clips just kind of come to an abrupt end. That's just the way it is when I'm trying to rip these DVDs apart and re-edit them into small little segments, and they just kind of end weird at times. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say. And again, thanks, and I hope you'll come back, check out my channel, and see if there are any new videos and updates. All right, I'll talk to you then. See you.